If you're going to the village, can you give me and Sarah a lift to playgroup?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I can give you a lift if you like.
I'd prefer to go now.
Well, you've got time, Joe. We need to talk.
No, nothing left to say. I've got a headache now.
See how you feel at dinner time. Hey, isn't that Andy's CD player?
Well, he doesn't use it, does he?
Oh, go on then. Have it as a moving-in present.
Cheers.
Good luck in your new house, Daz.
Nice one.
I've got a while before playgroup starts, so I'm going to take her to the cafe.
Okay.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I brought some towels and sheets and stuff. Sam's not got enough for all of us.
Well, that's fine. Now, look, I know it feels like freedom moving into your own place, but it's a big mistake to start burning the candle at both ends.
Got your matches in here? Give me my bag back. I'm just checking it for petrol.
Well, this is just the start. Things can only get better.
Hey, how's my little great-granddaughter today?
She's fine. I'm just getting her a juice.
Anything for you?
Coffee, please.
She's growing up, Bonnie. They're going to find it difficult, you know, if Andy gets sent down.
Well, I'm sure they'll manage.
Did Sarah enjoy playgroup?
Oh, yeah, it was someone's birthday, so they had cake. Has Dad settled in okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't sound too sure.
I've always got mixed feelings when one of your kids leaves home. Part of being a parent. Whatever you do, you're always working towards redundancy. I'll miss him.
It's not that far away.
No, it's not the same. I've always tried to treat him and Andy like my own, but I feel as if I've let them down.
Look, I know it's not been easy, but you've done your best by them.
Same as you and Sarah.
Oh, yeah, I love her to bits.
I can see that. You know, 20-odd years from now, you'll be feeling the same as me when she decides to leave home.
Well, I can't think that far ahead, Jack.
You'll probably tell me it's none of my business. But I know things have been a bit difficult between you and Andy just now.
Well, you shouldn't be sorry to see that. I mean, you didn't exactly want us to get together in the first place.
Well, I admit I had my doubts at first. But like I told you, I want what's best for my kids, and I know he loves you.
And I love him.
I know you've been worried about how you'll cope if he goes down, but I'm sure you'll manage.
No, it's not as simple as that, Jack.
Life will be easier when he gets out. You'll be able to start with a clean slate. He won't have to live with it on his conscience.
Oh, yeah, I know all that.
But maybe you don't know how much he needs you right now. How important it is that whatever happens, you'll be there for him.
Do you know what? I'd love someone to think about what I need for a change, just once. I know that sounds selfish, but I wasn't even around when Victoria's mum died. Maybe someone should have asked before they expected me to pick up all the pieces.
I'm asking. You know, if you love Andy, you'll do this for him.
Oh, look, if you're here to lecture us about drinking in charge of the baby, don't bother, because I'm only having the one, and it's cold outside and we needed somewhere to sit.
I imagine things are a bit difficult up at the farm.
You're better off out of it.
That's not how it feels. You don't know how much I've missed Jack. But I've burnt my bridges.
Yeah, well, I'm about to do the same.
She says she needs more time to think.
I haven't got time. I need to know Sarah's going to be looked after, and I need to know Joe won't let me down.
You're asking a lot.
Well, if she loved me, she won't think twice.
You love Andy and little Sarah.
Doesn't mean I can cope if he goes to jail.
You seem to be doing well with your goats. Make more of a farmer's wife than I ever did.
That's just it, though. I'm not a wife. I'm not even a proper mother.
What do you mean?
Well, Debbie doesn't want anything to do with her, but yet she has more rights to her than me. You know, suppose everything else goes wrong. What am I left with?
You know, she's scared. She doesn't want you shouting at her. She wants you to tell her you love her and believe in her.
I don't need relationship advice from you. You haven't exactly done a great job of any of your marriages, have you? I'm sorry, Dad.
Oh, you're probably right. Victoria obviously thinks if I'd been a better husband to Sarah, none of this would have happened.
Enjoy the trip. When are you going to get the message, Sparky?
All right.
I'm fine, I just slipped.
Look, I was bullied at school. I know what goes on.
I'm not being bullied. And even if I was, there's nothing you can do.
Well, at least let's go and have a talk about it. Come on. And what are they picking on you for?
What do you think?
What, because of the fire?
You think I'm crazy? Maybe the psychiatrist feels the same.
Look, you're not mad, Vic, all right? No matter what you've done. Just need to think of a way to get these bullies off your back, give you a bit of breathing space.
I don't see how.
We'll sort it, promise. Well, do you want me to come into your school and have a word with the teachers?
I don't think they're too pleased with me either. Having a pupil who burns down houses and goes to see a shrink doesn't exactly boost the school's reputation.
Yeah, but they're still meant to protect you from bullying.
I can't prove anything. Danielle's too clever for that. It'll be her word against mine and her mates will back her story up. I'm just with Joe. I don't want to come home.
He'll just ring you back.
What's it got to do with you? You're out of it now.
But you're not. Whatever's troubling you, you're going to have to go home sometime. Sarah's going to be needing her tea. Can't stay in the pub all night.
So what, you chucking us out?
I'm being friendly. Offering you a lift back to the farm.
Hiya.
What are you doing here?
I gave them a lift back.
Thanks. That was good of you.
Do you want some tea?
I wouldn't want to be in the way. I've got a pub to run.
You've been avoiding me all day.
I've needed time to think.
And you're going to leave me?
Look, I don't want to talk about this now, and I think Sarah's heard enough rowing, right?
What did she say?
Nothing.
We spent a long time talking about nothing.
We weren't talking about you. Joe was just trying to help me.
If you wanted help, you should have come to me.
Why would I go to you? Since my mum died, all I've had from either of you is lies.
Plan on staying down there all night.
Trying to work out how to handle all this.
None of this would have happened if Billy hadn't come back.
Don't think Victoria's ever going to get over losing her mum. She still misses her.
She doesn't miss her. She misses the perfect mother she's created in her head.
Don't know what to say to her.
But something must have driven her to Richie.
Oh, Vic, sometimes people just fall out of love.
Like you and Andy. I don't blame you. I hate him.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. He took my mum away from me.
It was an accident, Vic. And he's been trying to live with that guilt ever since. That's why he had to confess, and that's why he's ready to go to jail.
I don't get why you're speaking up for Andy when you're gonna leave him.
Because I love him, I guess.
I wish Diane was here to talk through it. What is it about me that drives everyone away?
I don't know. But I seem to be having the same problem.
I sometimes wonder what life would have been like if my mum hadn't died. I could have gone to her with my problems. I know she'd have listened.
Never worked that way with my mum. She caused most of mine.
Didn't she help when you were being bullied?
Far from it. It's usually her fault.
What happened?
It's round about the time I did Romeo and Juliet at school.
You were Juliet?
No, I was one of those non-speaking Capulet things. You know, it was after a performance one night. Romeo went missing and I found him behind the bike sheds with my mum. Susie's girlfriend made my life hell from that moment on.
But it wasn't your fault.
I know, and that's what I told my mum, but she said I had to learn to stick up for myself.
Try sticking up to Danielle. She makes her worse. Did you stop Susie from bullying you?
No. She ended up getting expelled for stealing exam papers.
Bit of luck?
Not really. Planted them in a locker. Well, we can't wait for your exams, so I'm gonna have to think of something else.
What's that?
Nothing.
More secrets.
No, it's business. Where are you two off to?
I need to get some flowers for Mum.
Oh, I'll run you down to the shop.
There's no need.
We're gonna go to Houghton because there's better selection, so I said we'd get the bus.
Well, I know you don't want us to be there, and I'll respect your wishes. But, could you put some flowers on from me as well? I'm sorry if you feel that we've let you down. And I promise I'll try and make it up to you.
Maybe I was a bit mean. You can come if you like.
Thanks. What about Andy?
I don't want him there.
Look, give it time. I think things might get a little bit better after today.
Get that down, you. It's fizzing too loud. Best way to stop that is drink it. Better? Nah. My head's throbbing, me mouth feels like the inside of a tram driver's glove. You ought to be used to it by now. You've had plenty of hangovers before. Oh, this isn't a hangover. I think I've got a virus. Funny how that always happens when you've had a few drinks. I only did it for you. I know. I've tried everything to cheer you up. I got that fake tan and stuff and you wouldn't even use it. And then I took you out for a good time and you were determined to be miserable. I'm just an ungrateful girl. I don't know what else I can do to help you forget. Don't worry, it's already working. Really? I used to worry what I'd do with myself without Jack. And last night, I saw me whole future clearly. You and me bottom the night away on Zimmer frames. I just want you to be happy, Diane. I know. And whatever you think, I do appreciate it.
You have been looking down in the dumps since last night. What happened at Home Farm? I thought you and me didn't have any secrets. Only trying to help, you know.
We're trying to do a good thing. Only it didn't turn out right.
No, happens to me all the time, love. You've got to dust yourself off and start over.
But supposing someone else got hurt.
Well, then maybe you need my help to set things right. I think you better tell me the whole story, eh?
It's all my fault. I was the one brewing that cider.
Hey? Oh, heck. I know they start young these days, but I wasn't expecting to have to give you this talk for a while yet.
What talk?
See, the thing is, there's nothing really wrong with booze. I like a drink myself, so does your mother.
That's what started me off on this.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, but some people, they just don't know when to stop. Yeah, like your Uncle Shadrach, right? And we all know what he looks like when he's had a skinful. Just all that picture in your mind.
Oof, do I have to?
Yes. Because all this boozing, that might lead you there.
But I wasn't making it for me. I'm making it for you and Mum. For Christmas.
Oh, say. Hey, well, why don't you just get me some hankies or something?
I know we're short of money. It's all my fault. Because of the school fees, so... I thought if you didn't have to pay out for the booze, then I could start making it up to you.
Oh, Belle. You a little angel. But you can't let Lily carry the can for your mistake now. You have got to tell Rodney the truth.
Gonna show me your burned down house? I just want you to stop picking on me.
Maybe. You said you'd make it worth my while. What have you got for me?
Who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
I don't scare easy. Oh, you're even more stupid than you look then, aren't you? Let go!
Oh, not much of a bully, are you? I'm sure they used to make them tougher in my day.
You can't do this.
What do you mean?
I'll tell.
Where are all the witnesses? Not seen many. I think that'll be your word against mine, don't you?
What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, that's up to you. You see, you leave Vic alone, and we'll call it quits. You so much as bother her again, I'll make you wish you'd never been born. You got that? Good. Go on. Don't think she'll be giving you any more trouble.
Thank you for sorting out Danielle. I just don't understand why you did it, though.
Well, I guess we're family.
Not much of one.
Well, it means a lot to me. Maybe you could help us keep things together if Andy goes to... if he goes away. Yeah?
Sorry, I can go if you like.
Vic.
I'd rather you stayed.
Thanks.
It's Joe you should be thanking.
Well, I wanted us to do this as a family.
Does that mean you changed your mind about staying? Sorry I'm late.
How do you want to do this?
There's so many things I want to say to you, but I don't even know if you can hear me. I wish I could see you, but I know that's never going to happen. I think about you every day. I'll never forget you.
I'm sorry. I've gone over that night 1,000,000 times in my head. I can't change the past. I can only learn from it. I promise I'll try and give our daughter the type of life you would have wanted for her.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I gotta get back to Sam's.
Yeah, I think we've finished here now. Listen, it must be a bit lonely for you up at the farm now that Daz is gone. I wonder if we might move back into the village. We could stay at the B&B.
We've just put the family back together. Why break it up again?
I just want you to be happy. You ready to go home?
I'd like to stay a bit longer if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to be on your own?
Maybe Joe would stay with me.
It seems like I owe you. Can I ask about the problem you helped Victoria with?
Probably best not. Let's just say it needed a female touch.
Yeah, I've been missing that for a while. Well, I'm glad you and Andy are back on track. It's important to him.
Oh, hope so. You don't look any happier, though.
I'm sorry, I've got things on my mind.
I'm not being funny, Jack, but I've had a right nightmare trying to figure out whether I was going to leave him or not. I think I deserve the right to know what I'm walking back into.
This came from the insurance company. They're not going to be paying out for the fire.
What? Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm not sure if I've got that kind of money. And I know I said there'd be no more lies, but I can't tell Andy or Victoria, not now.
Well, they're going to find out at some point.
I can't tell them. I stood by the grave and promised Sarah that I'd give Victoria the kind of life that she would want her to have, and I can't even give her a home.
Suffering from PMS after the birth of her first son
13
years ago.
Nah, you look weird in a suit. It's like you're trying too hard.
Oh, leave him alone, you. Andy, I think you should put a tie on.
Well, I've got a suit on. It's only preliminary.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the first time in front of the judge, and first impressions count.
I could come with you. Get some practice for tomorrow. Makes sense, seeing as you've got the same solicitor.
What? So you can get out your first day back at school? Yeah, nice try.
You can stop smirking. You don't have to stand up in front of a load of people who hate you tomorrow morning.
Is that in school or in court?
Dad!
Oh, give it a break, will you? I've got enough on without refereeing you two.
Sorry. I hope it goes okay.
Well, he doesn't stand out for that. Henry Burton drunk, you know.
Well, points of law, things like that, has to be done.
Did you have to stand up in front of loads of people?
Some reporter in court and some prat taking photographs outside.
Hope they got your good side.
It isn't funny, Dad.
Bad enough being in court without everyone else in the world reading about it.
Hey, you might get on TV. You know, when you see these people on the news on the way to court.
Will you put that thing down while I talk to you? You're protected by law. You're entitled to confidentiality.
Like, that's going to matter when everyone knows what I did.
You in court today, Victoria in court tomorrow. What a mess.
The good news is, if we can avoid Crown Court, we've almost certainly avoided a custodial sentence.
Well, that's a relief. Hey, Victoria.
Right, I'll be in touch, and I need to catch up with Andy, so ring the office and we'll take it from there. Chin up, Victoria. Things could be much worse.
Thank God the judge had some sense, eh?
But there's still a long way to go yet.
I'm not stupid. I know what I'm up against.
And that's why I wanted to be here to support you.
Given the choice between your support and prison, you know what I'd choose. I want to go home, Dad.
Thanks for coming.
Anytime.